in every stage, right? We've identified the 8 stages in the real estate journey. And beginning stages, that's you need to develop just good habits, right? You can get out of the first 2 stages with just good habits, right? You're consistent, showing up on time, you're, good mindset, like, just some good fundamental habits. But you get up in those other stages, it's always a who, right? The constraint always becomes a who. And it was like, man, you got to get to that assistant. You got to get to that assistant as fast as you can. You got to hire that assistant. Well, 20 happens and it unlocks the global workforce, right? That's probably one of the most powerful things that came out of 20 was it unlocked the entire global workforce. And there is a lot of talent on this planet, and being able to tap into it, but now being able to tap into a global workforce that fits your budget, that falls into the salary cap, because that was always the hard part, is like, I need to get to 6 figures, get up close to multiple 6 figures before I can justify making that hire. Well, now you can get to that hire quicker. Well, then Eric comes into my life, what are we not even 12 months ago. And I'm like, you don't even go out of the States for your first hire anymore. Like, your first hire is now in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like in every situation, like, you got Huzi? You got Huzi?
Mm-hmm.
You got Huzi? Like, that is the first hire. And then the second hire is going to be the global talent, aligned and empowered with your word, empowered with Huzi.
Mm-hmm.
Before you even start bringing somebody that has proximity to you into your business.
It's one of the exciting parts about Huzi for me. John and I, we talk about being committed or obsessed. John and I are obsessed with team building, the ways to build specifically real estate businesses, and a lot of solutions don't scale. We always talk about the things that used to work, don't work now. What got you here won't get you there. So Huzi is your first hire, but it's also your 4th hire and your 9th hire and your 11th hire, because at some point you're going to need a TC. Well, Huzi's your junior TC supporting your TC. At some point, you're going to need that marketing person to own strategy. Well, Huzi's going to be your marketing assistant, maybe 4 of your marketing assistants under your marketing leader. So it truly scales wherever the organization goes. And that's what makes it really exciting for me, from not only a solo agent making your first hire, but from the biggest teams in the world becoming incredibly powerful because of it.
Yeah. Well, I'd say too, like, when we say Huzi's your first hire, it's really hiring yourself a second time, right? You are able to hire yourself. You are that second person. You're duplicating yourself. It's for every time you said, if only there was 2 of me, 3 of me, 4 of me, because we hire people because we don't have the time or we don't have the skill set. With AI now, we have the efficiency, so we've got time back, and we have the artificial intelligence and all the wisdom there at our fingertips, so we can develop the skill set. So it's actually our ability now to duplicate ourselves more than anything. And I actually think that's a really important framing, because when we think like hire Huzi, it's not just shipping it out, right, and using technology to check these boxes and do this thing for us. Actually, it is us. It's just we're now empowering ourselves to find the knowledge, the wisdom, bring everything together in an efficient fashion. And so unintentionally, then we're learning, growing, and stretching our skill set with our first hire.